Hi everybody, today we're going to look at some of the main structures of the microscope. Starting with the microscope, you have your ocular lens up here, or your eyepieces. If you take a look, and I'm going to turn it around so you guys can also see it in the camera, you have lenses in here, so these are your lenses. The magnification you can get from these lenses are 10-fold or 10x. So assume if something is about 1 millimeter, the magnification on this increase the size to 10 millimeter. You have the curvature of your microscope. So right here, this is the arm of the microscope. And going down, the surface that sits on the bench is called the base of your microscope. In your base, you have your light built into it, right? And if you turn the microscope around on the other side of your base, you have another knob, and this knob is light intensity knob or light control knob. So what that means is if I plug in this microscope and I want to adjust the amount of light that is passing through my specimen, I will have the freedom to do so. So if you take a look at your microscope right here, notice the amount of light passing through at the light source, which is right here. So if I turn this knob around, and you guys can see the light changing, see the darkness, the intensity of the light is changing. So it's almost completely dimmed out versus very bright, right? So you're just turning this knob basically. Now, when you look at your microscope, again, you have your ocular lens up here, but coming down farther in your microscope, you can also notice that there are additional lenses located underneath your microscope, very close to this surface, which we identify as your stage. So a stage is basically where we will put our specimen to be observed. The way we secure our specimen is by using this silver clip right here, that basically, if you look at it, it opens up on the side. So see how I can gently pull it out, and the slide can come over here and be secured in that space. Now, when you look at your microscope, again, you can see these lenses that are found on your microscope. So typically a microscope, a light microscope, which is what we're looking at, has a set of 4 lenses. You have the smallest lens, and then again, as you turn them around, you see the lenses are becoming typically thicker or longer. So the smallest magnification this microscope or these lenses can do is what we have as 4x. Basically means that there is 4-fold magnification. You can see there is a red line going around that. This is typically, I would say, universal with all of the light microscope I have used, that the smallest lens will be identified with a red band. The second one that I have, it has the 10x written in it, which basically means that this can magnify the image by 10 folds. And again, it typically has this yellow line going on it. Next one, it has the letter or number 40x written on it, which basically means it's going to magnify your image 40 times. The line on this one is usually blue. And the last lens you have, if you flip it over, it's 100x, which means again, it magnifies your image by 100 folds. And this one is usually black or silver color. Now, each of these lenses that we have a specific name, and I'll go over them in just a minute. But in general, we refer to all of these 4 lenses as objective lens, because they give us the capacity to magnify the image based on our choice. Now, the first one we talked about, which magnifies your image by 4 times, is called a scanning lens. This is the one that basically allows us to scan our specimen to see which part of the specimen we want to focus on. Next one we have is 10x. 10x is identified as the low power objective lens. It's basically going to magnify our image a little bit, hence the word low power. 40x is identified as the high power objective lens. Again, it's going to magnify our image by itself by 40 times. And lastly, the 100x is identified as an oil immersion lens. This lens can only be used if you have oil present on your slide, and this is not something we typically use in our classroom. This is dedicated to microbiology for observation of specimens. Now, when you take a look at these lenses, notice that you can turn them around easily. And the reason is because they're mounted on this black ring called the nose piece. So you have your nose piece and you have your objective lenses. So whenever I want to look at magnification that is associated with this microscope, the way you want to look at it is the objective lens that you're using, as well as what? The ocular lens that you're using. So for instance, if I place this lens on the 4x, right? I'm magnifying it by 4x as well as a 10x. So if I'm looking through the objective lens 4x and up here, my total magnification is 4 times 10, which gives me 40. If I slide over the second one, which is my 10x, then total magnification, or TM, would be 10 times 10 up here. So 10 times 10 will be a total of 100-fold magnification, and so on and so forth. So you can have 40 times 10 for a 400-fold magnification. You can have 100 times 10 for a total of 1,000-fold magnification. Now there are some other knobs that are present in your microscope, which are going to help you basically center your specimen and also find your specimen and focus on it. So coming off of your stage, you have these two knobs sticking out on the side. So these are called the X and Y adjustment knob. So if you look at this, if I move these two knobs, notice how your stage is moving. Again, it's going to move it either back or forth or left and right. So notice again, it's basically going to help you find your specimen under the microscope. Now, what if I want to move my stage up and down? For those, I'm gonna use the knobs that are on the side of the microscope. Now, understand that because people can be left-handed and right-handed, these knobs that you have here are paired on the opposite side of the microscope, which are right here. So you can have, I have students using both their hands at the same time, or I have students just using one of their hands. Whichever is your comfort level is fine. So, turning it around, again, you should be able to see two knobs. This one right here, which is the bigger one in the back, and then the smaller knob right here, which has this kind of little digits on it. So if you kind of go back and take a look at this stage and look at the knob that I'm grabbing, guys. So I'm grabbing the big knob, right? The inner knob, not the outer knob. I'm grabbing the inner knob and focus on this stage. So look at this stage. Look at what's happening to your stage. So the stage is moving down, and then if I turn it the other way, the stage moves up, right? So this knob, the big knob, the one that I have my finger on, this is called the coarse adjustment knob. This is the knob that's gonna help me bring the image into focus. Basically find it. It's not gonna able to help me fine tune the image, it's just gonna help me find the image. So this is called the coarse adjustment knob. So let's say I have found my specimen. What is the next step? The next step is to take the smaller one, and the smaller one, what it's going to do, it's going to move my stage up and down, but in a much smaller intervals. So the big one, your coarse knob, is going to move my stage up and down significantly, versus when I'm touching this knob, which is my fine focus knob, my fine focus knob is still going to move my stage. You guys can see it, but it's going to be in a very fine adjustment stage. It's going to help me fine tune my image. So the name of this knob, the smaller knob, is fine adjustment knob. It's gonna help me fine tune my image. This knob is called the coarse adjustment knob, which is gonna move my stage up and down significantly. And again, it helps me find the image in the first place. Okay guys, so I want to show you how to properly find a specimen. So here is a slide that I have for you guys here. So the first thing that you want to do is secure your slide on the stage. Now, if your objective lens are super close to your stage, you can always move your stage using your course knob. That is your prerogative, but if it works for you and you can easily access your stage, you can leave it as is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the clip, move it to the side, and I'm going to move my slide all the way to the end, and then let go of the clip. Okay? So right now I have my slide. Notice that the light from my light source underneath is coming in. So see, this is my light source right now. And if you look at my stage, you can see that kind of the brilliant white spot that's right on my specimen. So if you notice, and I'm gonna bring you guys a little bit closer to this, see how the light is passing through that area that is purple, which is where my specimen is, but it's not centered, right? My specimen is over here, kind of, right? So my specimen is over here and my light source is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my X and Y adjustment knobs, or my stage adjustment knobs, to center my specimen to the middle. Again, kind of a reminder of what we're talking about. If you look on the side of your microscope, coming off of your stage, you had this knob right here that controls basically moving your stage either front or back or left and right. So let's take a look. So I'm gonna hold on to those knobs, and just by looking at it, notice I'm not looking through the microscope. I'm literally just looking at my specimen here. And all I'm going to do is notice how I'm going to bring the specimen, and I'm going to center my specimen right where the light is. Now, I don't want to put my eye through this because the amount of light passing through the specimen is too much right now. So before I even go further, I'm gonna lower my light intensity by going to the switch on the side and lower my light intensity. So you notice that the light has become more dim, and you can go further and make it as least bright as you can. Now here's the stage that you need to follow to be able to effectively find your specimen. First thing that you want to do is use your coarse knob and bring your stage as close as possible to your objective lens. But to do that, before you do that, you want to make sure you are set on the 4x objective lens, or the smallest lens you have, that is your scanning objective. So I am on 4x. Here's my stage, so I'm gonna use my coarse knob and bring my stage as close as possible to my 4x. And don't worry, it's never gonna hit the lens because there is a stop on the microscope. So right now, see, notice I can't go any farther. It doesn't allow me to go any farther. So sample is centered. I am on 4x. A stage is closest to the objective lens. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through my ocular lens, right? So I'm looking through my ocular lens and I'm putting my hands back on my coarse knob, right? The one that moved my stage. As I'm looking through it, I'm going to slowly start to turn my coarse knob. So here it is, and I'm looking at my specimen now to see when the specimen is coming into focus. So I'm gonna turn and turn and turn. Now, right now, my specimen is in a very sharp focus. You're done. That's it. So notice I didn't really move the stage significantly, but my specimen is now clear and it's basically very visible. So it is important for you guys to keep in mind that always start with 4x, and when you find this in this beautiful 4x, you really don't need to put a lot of effort after that. All I need to do if I want to magnify my image is take my nose piece, turn my objective lens to the next highest one, which is my 10x, right? I am going to now look through my ocular lens, right? This is an important one, guys. You will never touch your coarse knob again. The only one I'm gonna be using is my fine focus knob. So don't go near your coarse knob. I'm gonna touch my fine focus knob, look at my specimen, and all I'm gonna do is fine tune the image or fine focus it. And that's it. What if I wanna make the magnification even higher? Easy, same as before. Roll it over. Now I'm at the 40x magnification for objective lens. Again, look through your specimen, hold your fine focus knob, look through your sample, and slowly turn your knob to fine tune your image. It doesn't take a lot of effort if you did the first step properly. So if you found it properly at 4x, it shouldn't take you much effort to find it at 10x and 40x. Now, one last reminder before we close this part. Remember, whenever you're talking about your image, you always have to discuss it in terms of two lenses, your objective lens and your ocular lens. So if I'm looking at, again, through the 4x lens, right, 4x objective lens, the total magnification, or the TM I'm getting, is 4 times 10, which is 40x total magnification. Now again, when you're done, how do you remove the specimen? Take the little clip on the side of your stage, pull it out, and then remove your slide and let go of the clip. Every time you put the microscope away, there's a couple things that you need to follow. So make sure that your light intensity is back at the lowest setting. Make sure to turn off your microscope. Make sure that your stage is closest to your objective lens. And then lastly, properly wrap the cord of your microscope so it doesn't get tangled or damaged as a result of the storage. And that's about it for your microscope usage and securing it for storage.